Ready for the drama?
Okay, so should I begin?
Yeah, for sure.
So we had to sign off on some pre-construction paperwork. Pre-construction paperwork is like everything to do with the exterior of the house. So the brick, plumbing, electrical, all that stuff. So we were kind of hesitant on signing off on some of the paperwork. That's because we were like researching a lot. Would you say like we were researching a lot of stuff? For example, like did it make sense to get them to install this central air? When we did our own research, we realized that the central air that they were trying to install in our home was a smaller one and wouldn't necessarily cool down the size home we have the most efficient way.
Right. They wanted to give us 1.5 cubic when we need actually 2.5 to 3.
Yeah, 3 tons for a central air unit. So anyway, and we found that bigger one for the exact same price they wanted to charge us.
Right.
So we were just taking our time and taking extra due diligence before signing off on stuff. So anyways, he got a great idea to drive up here. I think it was the day before the paperwork was due, just to see what the land looked like and the progress they were making, with the neighbors and stuff.
Right.
So we drove up here, and we also brought my dad because he hasn't seen it yet. So we get up here and we're looking at the land, and for some reason, like something inside of me was just saying this is not right. So I was telling him, I'm like, it doesn't look like we're gonna get what we paid for. So we paid for a pie-shaped premium lot.
Right.
And in our head, we were like, okay, a pie-shaped premium lot means we're gonna have
Yard
a bigger
space.
yard space, so we can do all these things that we want in the yard.
Right.
So anyways, to make a kind of a long story short, when we got home that night, I said to him, like, this doesn't seem right. So we had taken some pictures, and it was like midnight. I sent our design manager, our consultant, an email, and I'm like, we went out to the home, we paid for a premium shaped lot. Based off the pictures I see and the progress you've made with our neighbors and stuff, it doesn't seem like the space is there. Like, where are we getting that land space? So she immediately called us, I think, or messaged us the next day.
Us, yeah.
And she was saying that she will talk to the construction manager and see what they say to see if she can give us some measurements. So she came back the same day with some measurements, and it didn't make sense.
Right.
So pretty much from where our extension of our house is, like a deck, they call it a loggia, is the measurements from the ending of there to the property line, they were saying was going to be like 16 feet or something weird like that. And we were like, no, that's pretty much what we left in our old house that we sold. That doesn't give us room to have outdoor entertainment that we're looking for.
So before that, when she gave us the measurements, we actually took our measuring tape, went to our father-in-law's backyard, and we measured it out. And that's when we're like, no, this doesn't work.
Yeah, we looked like crazy people. So he went out, he was in his robe and everything, and we were out there with the measuring tape, and we were measuring from his deck to his backyard fence, and he didn't pay for a premium lot. And we're like, this is not making sense.
Right.
So anyways, I emailed her back, and he also did some legwork, and it was a good thing that you were home this week. Mm-hmm. And he started asking around. So we got the idea of asking for the home survey. So the home survey is what they get from the city afterwards, showing where your house is on the lot.
Right. This, you have a right to ask for this for those that don't know.
Right. So we asked her for that. Then she said that she was going to go back to the construction manager and see if they would, or no, the owner.
Right.
To see if they will provide us with the home survey. But in the meantime, all the paperwork leading up to us getting the home survey was just showing the markup of the land, like the land space. It didn't show us where on the lot that we bought the house was going to sit.
Correct.
And this is the missing piece of the puzzle, guys. So if you're ever in a situation like you're in with us, where you're buying a brand new construction home, they don't have any models up, you're looking off just paperwork, and you're buying a house, make sure you ask all questions, follow your gut instincts, and on top of everything else, do your research. So when we found out that we can get the home survey, she sent us a copy, and it was like our worst nightmare.
Boom.
This guy got immediately upset. He was kissing his teeth and stuff. I was at work. I was still working. I was working from home. I decided to log off before my next meeting started, and I was like, I'm going for a coffee. So I got in the car, I drove to McDonald's to get a coffee, and I just had that moment where kind of that moment when you're trying to get everything out.
Yeah.
And I was saying like, oh my God, like I'm like talking to God. I'm like, we have to go through so much to get certain places in life. Like, why is everything a struggle? Blah, blah, blah. Like, I was having that moment to myself. Mind you, my drive to McDonald's is like 5 minutes away. It's not even a long drive. So anyways, go through McDonald's, come back. And as soon as I walk through the house, I put my coffee down on the table and I turn to him and I'm like, this is going to work out. Yeah. Like, I don't care. I'm not stressing about this no more. We're going to find a way out. I look at my email and she said that she's going to schedule an appointment with us at 4:00 with the construction manager to come up with different alternatives of possibly moving, relocating the house, how it's going to be situated on the land. Right. However, it was going to charge us extra money, like a few $1,000s more on top of what we already paid.
Right. So don't forget, we paid for a premium lot. So in our heads, we're getting everything that we can possibly want in this premium lot size.
Right.
Now we're going to have to pay extra money on top of that to have things moved or shifted around. Mm-hmm. I'm losing my mind at this point.
Yeah. So then I'm like, I'm not showing her the attitude, obviously, but I'm like bitching to him. I'm like, because she made a comment like, you paid for the premium lot for the shape of it.
Yeah.
So I'm saying to them, like, who the F cares about what the hell the lot is shaped? It could have been a star, it could have been a diamond. We're not living outside. Right. We're living inside, and we want to enjoy the space that we're getting, not the shape of it.
Correct.
So anyways, I was so annoyed. So about 10 minutes before our meeting at 4:00, hold on, let me backtrack. So while we got the home survey, we started looking at contractors because we're looking at getting a pool and some other things in the backyard. So we started calling them up, sending them home surveys and talking to different people to see, based on the drawing of where the land is and where the home is going to be on the lot, is this enough room for a pool?
Right.
We got little answers like, yeah, we can make a pool suitable. Like, they were using choice words where I'm like, I'm not looking for a pond. I'm not looking for a splash pad. I want a friggin' pool. Like, I want a pool. So I was not satisfied with what they were saying to us. So 10 minutes before our 4 p.m. Meeting or conference call, she sends us over an email with a new home survey. In this home survey now, they repositioned a lot more over to the left.
Right. So I will pop up here picture in picture so you guys can see what we're talking about.
Yeah. So the house is more over to the left. It's still pie shape, but it's more over to the left. So in this repositioning now, they took the dead space that we couldn't use, about 10 feet from off the left side of the home, and made it, we have an extra 10 foot of space in the right side at the back of the house. So pretty much now everything all worked out. They were able to make it work. They got new renderings, everything. The construction manager told us that he had to run down to the lot here where we just showed you the picture, stop them from digging the ground anymore, because if they digged it and dropped the foundation for the basement,
we're stuck.
It would have been a done deal. Mm-hmm. So that's the reason why the crane has stopped sitting on our lot. They had to pump the brakes, stop everything, redo the drawings. And then the best part of it is, because they were able to stop them in time, the fee for us relocating the house or the survey stuff is going to be much less. He said maybe $1,000 or so less than what they estimated us with, and they're just gonna flip us the invoice for that, and we'll just cut the check for the difference.
When you say we dodged a bullet, we dodged a bullet. Yeah. Like, as you can see, they started digging the ground. So we really dodged a bullet by not by having anything done, but by Natalie following her mind, following her intuition, going over things in her head, talking to me out loud, and we realized. And
we asked so many people. Like, we showed our lot drawings to everyone we can think of. We called people that we knew that were in construction to look at it. We asked other people who bought new construction homes. Like, we've talked to so many different people about our lot size, and everyone's like, yeah, that's such a big lot. And mind you, our lot is a good size, but just because we also have a big home, like a good size home is going on this lot, it's taken up a lot of the space. And because we couldn't picture where this house was sitting on this lot, we didn't realize that it was taking up most of the space, most of the land space.
We were getting side yard. Who the hell wants side yard? right? We want a backyard so we can enjoy. So
We want outdoor living.
yeah, so
Right.
we're definitely happy with the changes that are going to be coming about. It might be a little bit setback. They said maybe a week or so.
Anywhere between 2 weeks to 4 weeks, but
Right.
it's not a big deal. Like
Right.
we'll have
I'll,
extra time.
I'll
to,
take this setback more than anything else.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So we're really pleased right now, and we're just hoping that from here on in, there's like smooth sailings. But I am gonna continue doing extra due diligence.
Yeah.
I'm always gonna follow my gut instincts. Like if it doesn't sit right with me, I immediately start praying and researching until I get confirmation that
Yes.
we're doing the right thing.
Exactly. So lesson to you guys, man. Follow your mind for new construction. It doesn't even have to be new construction. Anything
Anything.
in life that you're doing and you don't feel right about it, or something's tingling within you, reach out. If what they say, closed mouths don't get fed. So it's exactly that,
Oh wow, you can do the same. Yeah.
right? So that's what it is.
So yeah, like we're really pleased right now. And then because this guy's a stalker, he decides to drive up here to see if they really stopped working.
Right,
and to
right.
see
Hey,
the
sometimes they
progress.
say that, right? Oh,
Yeah.
you know, we dug and we have to stop digging, so we're still gonna charge you some money. So
Yeah.
we want to make sure what our money's going to.
Yeah, so they didn't lie to us. And another thing that we really liked, we picked a established builder. Like this
Yeah.
builder has his own money. He's very hands-on.
Yes.
So if we picked a bigger builder, and we're not going to name anybody out, but like if we picked a bigger builder, I don't think they would have been able to pump the brakes so quickly and try to fix the situation as fast as they were able to fix it for us.
Right.
So do your legwork on that too. Like if you're going to go new construction, research builders. Typically when you go with smaller builders and they don't have their own funds, you run yourself into a risk of them running out of money,
Yeah.
and then construction stops and you could
Exactly.
or you can have a builder like us where they've been building for a very long time. They're smaller than all of the top builders, but they have their own money, right? So you just have to do your research on the builders that you're choosing when you're going for new construction as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
So
it.
yeah, that was it.
We're smiles all around. The kids are happy. We told them the news. We told our mother, Mommy Bev. We told her the news. So everybody is happy for us. We're excited, and we're just waiting for the next phase or the next step, which will be going in again
To the
look
design
at,
center now.
right, to pick out our inside stuff.
Yeah, so that should be interesting. I was already telling him, like, if they're gonna, because we got the model that we got comes with all granite and stuff. So I'm like, if they're gonna charge us too much to upgrade to quartz, then we'll just get our own contractor to do that. And I'm gonna do the investigation as well. I'm gonna get all the measurements, and then from there, I'm going to go to the contractor and say, okay, based on this size countertop, for example, how much would it charge to install quartz or whatever, and then I'll compare it against the builder before I sign off on anything.
Right.
Because another thing in the fine print of the paperwork, they like, once you sign this, if you want to make any changes, whether to add something or take something away, it's extra $2,500
Whoa.
plus whatever the change is. So don't sign things until you're comfortable, and I don't care if it causes delays, because at the end of the day, this is a big purchase,
Right.
and you're living in that property,
Exactly.
not them. So
Right? What you're paying for is what you want.
Yeah.
So get what you're paying for.
for sure.
All right?